Good day, good day to you, my YouTube family, and welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to you all. It's good to be with you again. I'm Pastor Juanita Ingraham, and I'm coming to you, amen, from the beautiful, beautiful city of Nassau, Bahamas. And I want to share with you on the topic, a clear picture of love. A clear picture of love. Yes, my family. You know, when you take a picture, a photo of yourself, you want that picture to be clear. You want that picture to say to everyone who sees it that it is a mental image of you and who you are. Yes, it must be a clear description of who you are. The apostle Paul gives us a clear picture of love. In 1 Corinthians 13, verses 4 through 7. Listen to him in these verses. Charity, which is love, suffereth long and is kind. Charity envieth not. Charity vaunteth not itself, is not puffed up, does not behave itself unseemly, seeketh not her own, is not easily provoked, thinketh no evil, rejoiceth not in iniquity, but rejoiceth in the truth, beareth all things, believeth all things, hopeth all things, endureth all things. And then another version of that same chapter, 1 Corinthians 13, verses 4 through 7 says, love is patient, love is kind. It does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud, it does not dishonor others, it is not self-seeking, it is not easily angered, it keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. The Apostle Paul wrote a clear picture of love here in 1 Corinthians 13, verses 4 through 7. Yes, he was saying here that the church at Corinth were focusing more of their attention on the importance of spiritual gifts, which is good, but they failed to seek for the best gift of them all. So they were checking and busy working around and cherishing the other gifts. But the Apostle Paul told them to do this means nothing. In other words, what is the use of your spiritual giftings if you all fail to make love the number one choice? Love must take first place in your lives. Unself-love must be the most important principal thing in your lives. Love is like roses, when you see those roses, especially in the baskets, with the different colors, you express yourself in so many words. You say how beautiful they look, how beautiful they are. But if these roses are not properly taken care of, they will soon lose its beauty. They will lose its moisture. They will lose its good substance, its richness from the soil that keeps it so beautiful. and then later it dries up and eventually dies. You see, my family, verses 1, 2, and 3 of 1 Corinthians 13 tells us about the importance of love. It says, love is the greatest of all the spiritual gifts, my family. Without love, the spiritual gifts are meaningless. It means you are unfilled, empty, and you are void. But in verses 4 through 7, that I am teaching you about today, you have to put love in action. Love is selfless in its character. Sometimes you look at others and you say they could use a lesson on the topic of love. You may even say you know how to get along with anyone, even your colleagues, neighbors, friends, family members, because you are a loving person. But I need to pause right here and I need to ask you this question. Are you a loving person? Pause and ask yourself that question too. Are you a loving person? The Apostle Paul shows all of us how to love. He shows us, I've just read it. He shows us how to love, just how love should act on a daily basis. And he was talking about this agape love for the believers is a fatherly love, a love of God for all humans that matter. Okay, the transcendent agape love is the highest form of love. I spoke about this in one of my previous videos down below. I said love is the highest frequency. It is caring, self-sacrificing. It is committed to God through his son Jesus in that sacrificial death on the cross of Calvary that shows us how much he loves us. The Apostle Paul says unselfish love is patient. That's the first thing he said. It is patient. This was the first thing the Apostle Paul pointed out to the church. This is vital, yes. It is very important because if you are a loving person, you would be a more calm person, slow to anger. You would be able to endure when things go wrong in your lives without trying to get back at your family, with your sisters and brothers, even in the church, or anyone for that matter. Love is patient. Love actively waits for others without resentment, even when you are hurt by those you love. Yes, my family, even when you are mistreated, you will find yourself giving room for their imperfections, faults, and misunderstandings. Love gives them time to change without fussing, without fighting, because love is patient. Paul says, charity suffereth long, my family, long. Love is kind. This is the second thing he said. Love is kind, my family. This means being kind involves doing good for others, even when it will not benefit you. There are times, so many of you who say you are lending a helping hand, or you give somebody a gift, and at the end of the day, you expect that person to give it back to you, or you will find a way to get it back from that person. This is not kindness, my family. When you are a kind person, you have the love of God in your heart, and you give a gift that will help a person, that's like giving to God, my family. It's like giving to God. Think about that for a moment, my family. So, how could you take that gift back from God after He paid the ultimate price? God made a way for you to have all that you have. You are blessed. Huh? And He made you a blessing. So that you can be a blessing to others. A kind person seeks for the needs of others and looks, oh yes, they do, for opportunities to assist and help those who are in need without looking for anything in return. Even if you had a bad encounter with someone, if you are a kind person, you will never render evil for evil. You will find room to forgive and let go and love that person because you have the spirit of love living inside of you. Listen to the words of Jesus in Luke 6:33 through 38. And if you do good to them, which do good to you, what thank have ye? For sinners also do the same. And if ye lend to them, of whom ye hope to receive, what thank have ye? For sinners also lend to sinners to receive as much again. But love ye your enemies and do good and lend, hoping for nothing again. And your reward shall be great, and you shall be the children of the highest, for He is kind unto the unthankful and to the evil. Be ye therefore merciful, as your Father also is merciful. Judge not, and ye shall not be judged. Condemned not, and you shall not be condemned. Forgive, and you shall be forgiven. Verse 38. So give, and it shall be given unto you. Good measure, pressed down, shaken together, and running over, shall men give into your bosoms. For with the same measure that ye met withal, it shall be measured to you again. Yes, my family, that same kindness you have shown to others will come back to you. So be kind, and when the opportunity presents itself to give or lend a helping hand, do it. Give it looking for nothing in return, and your reward will be great, and you will be the children of the highest, for God is kind to the unthankful and to the evil. Another verse is Matthew 5 and verses 45, which says that ye may be the children of your Father which is in heaven, for He maketh His sun, S-U-N, to rise on the evil and on the good, and sendeth rain, my God, on the just and on the unjust. That's the kind of God we serve. And we have to be the same. We have to be in the image of our God, doing the very same thing. If God can let the sun shine from the sky all over the earth upon the good and upon the bad, why can't we do the same thing in our love toward each other? And then number 3, love is not jealous. A jealous person is an envious person. They are greedy and selfish. They always want what others have. They want everything for themselves. They resent the achievements of others. They are so caught up in themselves, and then until they fail to show any kind of appreciation to others. How sad, how sad. In some cases, There are jealousy between spouses when either the husband do not praise or compliment his wife for a promotion on her job, or for an increase in salary, or for just doing well on a daily basis in the home as a wife and as a mother, and vice versa. The wife does the very same thing to her husband. How sad, how sad. This even plays out among siblings, and they become jealous of each other's success. Could you imagine? This is so sad. If one makes more money, you are envious and jealous of that one. If God raised one up, you will find a way to tear that one down and try to destroy that one. And it is so wrong. When you see your brother or your sibling, sister go up, or God promote them, as bless them, and they become successful, see that as yourself. The same measure you give, the same thing you give, that's what's coming back to you. So see them in that same light, and that will come back to you. There is no need to be jealous. Even in the church, there is jealousy. And it is so sad. Parents are jealous of their children. Parents do not want to see their children happy. They do not want to see their children enjoy their lives. And they find a way to manipulate, my God, and destroy their families. It is so sad. Parents, we've got to stop this. We have to find a way to rid ourselves of jealousy when it comes to our children. And children, you the same. Children should not be jealous of their parents. Could you imagine? Children are jealous of their parents. I never one day in my entire life was jealous of my parents. Never. I never one day was jealous of my parents. I love them for who they are and what they were, God, and I thank God for them, even though they are gone to be with the Lord. May their souls continue to rest in peace and someday rise in glory. But we have children today that are jealous of their parents. It is so sad. Jealousy is a powerful demonic destroying force, and you need God's help through his word to help you to overcome this demonic destroying deadly force that is in your life. And I'm going to give you some scriptures here, verses here, that to show you how you can overcome jealousy. You are still worldly, my God. 1 Corinthians 3:3 says you are still worldly. For since there are jealousy and quarreling among you, you are not worthily? Are you not acting like mere humans? 1 Corinthians 10:13, no temptation has overtaken you except what is common to mankind. And God is faithful. He will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear. So what you are going through is common. It is common. It's nothing new. And God will not let you be tempted beyond what you can bear, which means you can bear it. And so there's no need to be jealous. But when you are tempted, he will also provide a way out so that you can endure it. Proverbs 14:30, a heart at peace gives life to the body, but envy, that spirit of jealousy, envy, rottens the bones. Romans 12:21, do not be overcome by evil, but overcome evil with good. Philippians 2:3, do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others above yourselves. Psalms 37, verses 1, 2, and 3. Do not fret because of those who are evil, or be envious of those who do wrong. For like the grass, they will soon wither. Like green plants, they will soon die away. Trust in the Lord and do good. Dwell in the land and enjoy safe pasture. Unselfish love, my God, is not jealous. Get rid of that jealousy. Get rid of that envy. All right, number 4 and number 5. Unselfish love does not brag and is not arrogant. These two hideous, disgusting words are twins. They are from the same stock. There is no difference between them. They are selfish and they are, the two hidden words for jealousy. A jealous person always wants what someone else has. And by bragging, you are trying to make someone jealous about what you have. Jealousy is degrading, humiliating, disrespectful, and demeaning. When you do this, you are walking on people and putting them down. 1 Corinthians 4:7. For who sees anything different in you? What did you have that you did not receive? If then you receive it, why did you boast as if you did not receive it? This verse says everything we have is from God. You see, there is nothing good in us that did not come from God. Now just think about that for a moment. Everything that you have come from God. Every living thing you have is from God. Yes, my family. He gave it all to you and me. Deuteronomy 8 verses 18 and 19 says, But thou shalt remember the Lord thy God, for it is he that giveth thee power to get wealth, that he may establish his covenant, which he sware unto thy fathers, as it were, as it is in this day. And it shall be, if thou do it all, for forget the Lord thy God, and walk after other gods, and serve them, and worship them, I testify against you this day that you shall surely perish. So what are you bragging about? Huh? Who are you trying to impress or bring down? Love is humble. Love is building up others. Love does not boast, show off, or gloat. Love does not praise itself or oneself. Love uses what God has given to be a blessing to serve others. Oh, hallelujah. Hallelujah. Number 6, love is not ill-mannered. Love is not rude. It does not offend. Love is respectful. Love is well-mannered, courteous, polite, sensitive to the feelings of others, and is understanding toward others. This is so badly needed in this world we are living in today. We need to be courteous and considerate. Listen, my family, this is the reason why we have so much problems in our church, in the workplace, in schools, on our streets, in our neighborhood, and in our homes, because we are thinking only of ourselves and not of others. This is the biggest problem that's plaguing our world today. Listen, my family, let common courtesy and consideration begin with you. Begin to show politeness, good manners, good behavior toward those you come in contact with on a daily basis. Let the change begin with you. Teach it to your children and grandchildren. Be respectful. Respect yourself. Respect your spouse. Teach your children to respect you as parents, grandparents, step parents, grand-step parents. Teach them to respect their elders and those in authority. Don't teach them to be rude and disrespectful, because this is not good, and it is not good for our nation. It's not good for the world. We need to save our generation, and we can do it by teaching our generation to do what is right. Teach them to love and not to hate. Teach them to be respectful, to have good manners. Oh, teach them, teach them, teach them. Don't plant ugly and bad seeds and hateful seeds and jealousy seed and disrespectful seed on the inside of our children, because that is what they are going to live out. They go to college, they're going to live it out. They go into workplace, they're going to live it out. Teach them to be loving. Teach them to be kind. Teach them to have respect. Teach them to be polite. Oh my God. Number 7. Love does not seek its own. Love is not selfish, my family. Love does not seek to do his or her own thing only for themselves. This is why we have problems in our homes and in our churches and indeed in our world. This is the root cause, the biggest problem in the human race. It is the opposite of love. Love calls for unselfishness. Love is self-sacrificing. Mark 10:45 says, "For even the Son of Man came not to be ministered unto, but to minister and to give his life a ransom for many." Love is not self-seeking. Instead, love yields its service and helps to meet the needs of others. 8, love does not provoke. Love is not irritable or easily angered. Love is not touchy. Ooh, love is not thin-skinned. Love does not make other people around them feel uneasy. Love does not make people feel intimidated. Or love does not destroy people. Love uses its time and energy to lift up, to encourage, to inspire, to mend that which was broken. Number 9, love does not record wrong. Love does not keep a file on someone who has done wrong. No, 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 my family, because you love so much until you are willing to let that wrong go in the sea of forgetfulness. Yes, out of your heart, out of your minds, so you can love all over again. And when you hold things in, you are only hurting or bringing harm to yourselves. Taking this hurt every day, everywhere you go. Think about it. It's a no-no. Let go of that hurt and let God have his perfect way, and you will see just how God will fix that situation for you. 10 and 11. Love does not rejoice in wrongdoing or injustice, but rejoiceth in truth. Love should never be happy when someone does wrong, when someone falls. Love does not delight in evil. When someone falls or has done wrong, as a believer, you should pray for that person and ask God to restore that individual. And when he is restored, That person, my God, my God, my God, you come together with that person and you rejoice and thank God for returning that person back or restoring that person back again. Number 12, love bears all things. Bears all things, my family. This one means to cover, to cover each other, to protect. Oh, thank you, Lord. Thank you, Lord. To keep each other safe from harm and danger. It also means to preserve, my God, to maintain your relationship with each other and keep it, keep each other intact. In the face of whatever you are going through. Love does not insult or disrespect or scorn or abuse or criticize and find fault about one another. No, love defends and guards one another. Character. Love does not expose or disgrace. No, my family. Love covers, watch over, shelters each other. 13. This love believes all things. Love trusts. Woo! Trust. Love is trustworthy. Trust is the most important block in building a relationship. You must trust each other at all times. And if the trust is broken for some reason or the other, then you've got to work on your relationship very hard so you can earn that trust again. Then love, on the other hand, must believe that the person is innocent, and if proven guilty, don't be quick to cast a blame. But love will cause you to work together until the relationship is restored. Oh, love is powerful. 14, love. Love hopes. Hopes all things. Yes, my family. Love hopes. And hope is a feeling of expectation and a desire for a particular thing to happen, even though you are looking at what's happening out there and you are not trying to turn a blind eye. But because you know what faith in God can do, you become optimistic, hopeful, and confident about helping to holding to the promises of God, that he which has begun a good work in you is able to accomplish it. 15, love endures all things. Yes, my family. Love endures all things. Love. Love endures all things, which means you must hold up when you are faced with trials. You've got to persevere in spite of the situations. It means love must go through. Yes, it means you've got to hang right in there. You must endure. You must endure hardness as a good soldier and keep the faith. Be positive for what you are hoping for. Don't let go of it. And it, my God, at the end of the day, shall manifest itself. You shall have the victory. You shall, my God, have whatever it is you are hoping for. Endure all things. Go through your struggle. Go through your times of testing. Hold the faith and believe. And once you believe, you shall receive. Yes, my family. Yes, my family. This is a clear picture of unselfish love. Love is patient. Love is kind. Love is not jealous. Love is unselfish, does not brag, and it is not arrogant. Love is not ill-mannered. Love does not seek its own. Love does not provoke. Oh, love does not record wrongdoing. Love does not rejoice in wrongdoing or injustice. No, it doesn't. Love bears all things. Love does not insult or disrespect or scorn or abuse or criticize or find faults about each other. Love believes all things. Love hopes all things. And love endures all things. Now check yourself without looking at anyone else. Check yourself. Ask yourself again. Ask yourself, am I really a clear picture of love? When someone look at me, do they see a clear picture of love? Woo. Am I a loving person? Am I living in the image of who I am? Am I living in the light of love? Am I teaching this love to my family? Can anybody see this Christ-like love in me? Am I a caring person? Am I a kind and affectionate person? Or am I selfish, rude, and arrogant? Do I have hope? Do I trust my spouse? Do I love my spouse? Do I love my spouse in the good times and in the bad times? Do I love my spouse when their back is against the wall? Do I love my spouse above money? Do I love and respect my spouse? Do I teach my children to respect us as parents? Ask yourself these questions, please, today. And then ask God to help you if you need help, so you can be a loving person, kind-hearted, affectionate, patient person. I've reached the end of my video today, and I trust that you have enjoyed the teaching on love. We need love in this nation. We need love in the world. There's too much hatred out there. Everyone killing one another, destroying one another because there is no love. When we have love, we have understanding. We have room to forgive, room to forget. And I trust today that you will become this loving person and that you will begin to make the change. Let it begin with you. Let it begin with you. Thank you for joining me today. Thank you so much, my family, for joining me today. Thank you to my returning subscribers. I say double thumbs up. I love you. I love you. I appreciate you. You are amazing, and I appreciate you so very much. Thank you for standing by me. Thank you for always being with me. Like it, like the video, like it, share it, share it. Touch that share button right there. Share it with a friend, share it with a family, share it with a colleague, share it with a neighbor. Share it, share it, share it. And then to you who have not subscribed, please subscribe today. Join the family. I would love to have you a part of this wonderful, amazing family today. Thank you so much for joining me once again. Thank you, thank you, thank you from the bottom of my heart. And may the blessings of the Lord be upon you. May this love be upon you today, that you will begin to share this love with whomever you come in contact with. Until next time, I love you. God bless.